So here we go. Number one, we have been given as a church an assignment. And where this comes from, a few years ago, one of my mentors in church, an older pastor, we were just meeting regularly, and he kind of asked me just out of the blue, he said, like, hey man, Richard, like, how are you doing with the assignment God has given you? I was like, what do you mean? Like, I finished studying. I've done my assignments. Thankfully, I'm done. And he said, no, like, what is going on with the particular tasks that God has given you at this particular time? And I've never heard that phrase before and wondered about it. And in a large way, what I'm talking about this morning is just this one big idea that we individually will get there, but for now, we as a church, Rosebank Union Church, our church, has a particular assignment. And it comes up here in this passage. Have a look at verse 13 again. And I want to read to you from scholar George Guthrie. He's a New Testament scholar. He wrote what I think is the best commentary on 2 Corinthians. And he translates this verse this way. He says, we, on the other hand, refuse to boast beyond proper limits, but boast within the boundaries of the assignment God has given us, boundaries that reach so far as to you. So the boundaries of the assignment God has given us is what he's talking about. And it's a curious phrase. And if you've got different translations out here, you'll read different ways. So, for example, the one that we read earlier, NIV, says, the sphere of service God assigned to us. Other ones will say, the area of influence God assigned to us. Let's think about that as a church, this language. Another one says, the limits of the work to which God has appointed us. It's very particular language. I think you get the idea there of what Paul is talking about here. The Apostle Paul has it very clear in his mind that God has assigned to him the particular task of planting a gospel ministry, a church in that particular city of Corinth. In other words, Paul's going to the city of Corinth was not just an impulse. And it wasn't just coincidence that he ended up there. It wasn't even just kind of a strategic plan. Well, that's an important city. It would be great for us to go there. We know that Paul had done that with other areas and God had closed the door. No. His view, Paul was very clear that in his mind, God had assigned to him the particular task of establishing a church in that particular city of Corinth.